Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for my review of Season 15, Episode 28, An Issue of Trust. Wu and the others continue to look over the Dragon Form prophecy, and they figure out to unlock this form, they have to jump up, kick back, whip around, and spin. That sounds kind of familiar. Despite this discovery, they aren't able yet to achieve the form. Meanwhile, the Overlord summons the Crystal Council, and he's mad that they failed to capture the ninja. He's about to kill them before Ruby comes back and tells the Overlord where the ninja are. The ninja figure out that the Overlord's forces are headed their way, so they assemble outside the warehouse and get ready. Meanwhile, Garmadon and Lloyd head up to the Crystal Temple and begin to directly take on the Overlord. This is another good episode for Garmadon, who we see genuinely wanting to change and gain the trust of those around him. I really enjoyed the final minute of this episode where Lloyd and his father arrived to confront the Crystal King. It was very exciting, and it was cool to see Garmadon and Ruby reunite, although pretty briefly. There is definitely a contrast between this and March of the Oni, where Garmadon was just reluctantly fighting with the ninja. Here he actively wants to be part of their team and gain their approval. The Crystal King and the animation in this episode, it all looks really good. This is a very nice looking season. It's nice to see the full council. We really should have had these individual moments with Vangelis and Asphira at some point, like we did with the Mechanic and Pythor. And seeing them all here is really cool. I like their interactions with the Overlord, and I also like that the Overlord doesn't kill them or get rid of them, because that would be pretty repetitive, and similar to seasons like Season 6 and Season 9. This episode also establishes how Dragon Form is unlocked. Basically, they have to do what the Weekend Whip says, and yeah, this is very corny, but kind of in a good way. It just feels kind of fun, and I don't really have any big issues with this, as ridiculous as it is. I like that the season has established Oni form, but is also establishing a countering Dragon Form. And lastly, Jay's speech to the Ventured Warriors wasn't bad, wasn't good either. It was a little funny. Some of the jokes in this episode don't work as well, like Pythor speaking back to the Crystal King gets a little bit long. Or Lloyd and Garmadon bickering about knowing versus thinking. It was a bit too much. I feel like the plot here is pretty good. The final scene was really exciting and very fun to watch as the battle between the Crystal King and the descendants of the first Bujutsu Master begins. Garmadon and the Overlord reunite for the first time in ages, and it's pretty cool. For characters, Garmadon is definitely the highlight here, but all of the characters were pretty good here, and it was nice to see the full council. I like some of the action at the end as the battle starts, and also between the ninja and the Ventured Warriors on the ground. And lastly, for emotion, I do feel bad for Garmadon trying to gain everyone's trust, and I feel like they're handling that nicely. This episode gets a 9 out of 10 for me. This episode is definitely a nice setup for the final battle. It leaves something still to be, I guess, resolved in the next episode, but it also establishes more about Dragon Form and gets the battle started. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone whenever you know. Share your thoughts on episode 28, An Issue of Trust, below, and I'll see you guys next time.